In this video, we're going to have three goals. The first of which will be to find the percentage of a number. The second of which will be to find the total cost of an item after taxes included. And the third and final goal will be to calculate the total cost of an item after a coupon or a discount is included. So to reach our first goal, we're going to go through this first example. And remember, we're not trying to find taxes or subtotals or anything like that. We're just trying to find what 15% of 600 is. Now, my first step is I'm going to want to turn my percentage into a decimal. So I'll be turning 15% into a decimal. Now, the first thing I'll need to do is actually divide my 15% by 100. And this will give me 0.15. Remember, when we divide by 100, all we're actually doing is moving our decimal place 2 points over, or 2 placeholders over. Next, we're going to take this decimal that we've just created and multiply it by our subtotal, or in this case, 600. Now, we're going to be doing this actually long ways. Now, in class, feel free to use a calculator, but we're going to do this long ways. So 600 times 0.15. 5 times 0 is going to give me 0, and 5 times 6 will give me 30. Next, I need to remember to include a placeholder. 1 times 0 is 0, and then 1 times 6 is 6. Once I add all these together, I'm going to have 0, 0, 0, 9, and I got to remember to include the decimal point that was here. We have 2 place values before the decimal. So 90 is 15% of 600. And remember, we're just looking for the percentage here. We're not finding cost after tax or anything like that. In our next example, we're trying to calculate how much we'll pay for a car that costs us $22,000 with a 12% tax. Now, we have our subtotal. We know that's $22,000. My next step is to turn my percentage into a decimal. So, what we're going to be doing is we are going to first turn our 12% into a decimal. And we'll be doing that again by dividing by 100. And we are going to get 0.12. Next, we're going to multiply our subtotal of 22,000 times 12. So I'm going to be doing that over here just to save myself some room. And 2 times 0 is going to give me 0. 2 times 2 is 4. Next, I'll need to include a placeholder since we're moving over one place value. 1 times 0 is 0. And then 1 times 2 is, of course, 2. All right. We're going to do a little bit of addition. So I see that just in taxes we'll be paying $660. So I know that 12% of $22,000 is $660. Next, we need to find the total. So what we're going to be doing is adding our subtotal along with our taxes. So I'm going to do that in a different color so we can tell the difference. So I have my $22,000. I'm going to add 660. So I'm going to see the total cost for the vehicle will be $22,660. Now next we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be paying $77 for a cable bill, but we're also going to be using a 31% coupon that was mailed to us. So just like the previous video, or the previous examples I should say, we're going to turn 31% into a decimal. From here, we'll be dividing 31 by 100. This is going to give us 0.31. And just like the last video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be multiplying our decimal 0.31 by 77. All right. And 1 times 0 is, of course, 0. 1 times 7 will give me 7. 3 times. Now, remember, before I start multiplying everything by 0, I need to include a placeholder since we're moving over one place value. 3 times 0 is going to give me 0, and 3 times 7 will give me 21. Carry the 2. 3 times 7 again is 21, plus 2 is 23. I'm going to do a little bit of addition. And we also need to carry over our decimal point values. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers behind the decimals. So we're going to move over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I see with our coupon, we're actually saving $23.87. Now, in previous examples, what we had done is we added the extra tax. But in this case, this is a coupon, so we actually are saving that amount. So instead of using addition, we're actually going to use subtraction for a coupon or any discount. So we're subtracting by $23.87. So I have to do a little bit of borrowing. And I'm actually going to use a quick little trick to help me. Instead of having to borrow all these things, I'm going to subtract each of these by 1. And so what I'm going to get is 6992386. And we had talked about this in class, why this works. So this is 3, 1, 3, 4. So in total, we only have to actually pay $43.31. If you have any questions about this problem, as always, feel free to email me.